Welcome to Section 2, Winning the War of Resources, and this is Lesson 10, the Strengths and Weaknesses of Each Class. Although the previous lessons apply to all classes, there are some key differences for each, and that's what I'll be going over. Privateer is the ultimate all-one. They are bomb spammers early game. They support their team with forts, heals, and buffs, and they do hefty damage late game with assassin strikes and other melee attacks. Privateer's main weakness, however, is their lack of agility. So if you and your team are not careful, they can become chain food for musket lines. Musketeer has 6 range. Musketeer's reactionary epics, like Quick Draw and True Grit, they do quite a bit versus musket lines. They have bombs that can halt the advance of an opponent down the battle board and shred into musket lines with ease. They also have Overwatch if they've trained it, which I recommend them doing so, which also helps against charging teams. Musketeer is really the true damage carry of this game currently. But Musketeer's main weakness is that they can't move and attack at the same time. Swashbuckler is a little more tricky. They do have 7 movement. They have Trap Sense, which means they take next to no damage from bombs. They have Hides. They have poisons that do 1,000 damage over 5 ticks, and it's an AoE attack, by the way. They have Black Fog, which hides all of their companions. They have curses that prevent the opposing team from healing. And although Swashbucklers are a lot of fun to play as, they do have 2 main weaknesses. 1, they're very squishy, and 2, they can only attack at point-blank range. Witch Doctor is a little more tricky, especially if you're using it for 1v1. However, this is a 3v3 guide, so I will explain the benefits of Witch Doctors in 3v3s. They are great for early game combos. They have the longest range AoEs besides the Privateer's big guns. They have bird spells that give movement range and epics, and AoE drains. Against a team with a lot of Buccaneers, Heat Metal can also be a huge plus. Witch Doctors have 5 main weaknesses though. 1, they are the most squishy class in the game. 2, most other players train Witch Hunter, which triggers a retaliation that reduces spell damage by 50%. 3, they don't come with very good companions. You might have to spend some money buying companions in this meta, and I recommend buying Exeter in the Crown Shop and a Nausicaa from the Empire bundle. 4, they can't move and attack at the same time. Almost all of their damage is ability based. So I do not recommend getting this class if you plan on doing a lot of 1v1s. However, if you're only using it for 3v3s, go for it. It's a fun and very rewarding class. Musketeer is slightly better, but I mean, they are different and it's fun to play around. So, Buccaneer is the last class you want to use in 3v3. However, it is viable and extremely rewarding and fun to play. Their main strength is their criticals, tankiness, and abundance of charges. As a melee class that doesn't have Trap Sense, however, inexperienced players will struggle timing effective charges. It's best not to use this class at all without a very well coordinated team. So those are all the classes. Make your choices wisely. If you want to use these classes for 1v1s, a couple of changes I would make for you is you might actually want to play, well, Privateer is still the best, but I would say play Buccaneer or Musketeer next after that. Stay away from Witch Doctor. Swashbuckler takes a little more skill as well. So my recommendations for you right there, but this is a 3v3 guide, so I would attempt playing these classes in the order, or making these classes and playing these classes in the order suggested in this guide. Once again, if you want to see the document for this guide, it should be indicated in the video. However, it will also be in the description down below. There's a lot of other stuff in this guide as well that will help you with pretty much anything having to do with 3v3s. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in another video, and peace out for now.